Secondaris. As the faculty marshal, it is my privilege to declare that the 119th Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts commencement ceremony is now in order. Please remain standing. On behalf of the faculty at MCLA, it is my distinct honor to bring congratulations and greetings to all of the graduates here today. We are so proud of all of your achievements. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the president of MCLA, Dr. James Burge.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, I'm honored to convene today's 119th commencement exercises. I'm delighted to be here as the 12th president of MCLA and to welcome family members, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and distinguished guests on this special day, and of course, to welcome and congratulate the class of 2018. As we begin today's ceremony, please remain standing as 3 senior class members from the Fine and Performing Arts Department come to the platform to sing America the Beautiful. It is my pleasure to introduce and welcome Julie Castagna, Jocelyn Eady, and Alex Sasso.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
Thank you, students. I would like to thank Fine and Performing Arts Professor Laura Stanley for working with the students on that beautiful performance. Please be seated. We are here today to celebrate and honor the class of 2018. Commencement is the culmination of years of academic work and accomplishments of our graduates. During your time at MCLA, you have compiled a long list of accomplishments and inspired us with your success in the classroom, in the lab, on the stage, in the gallery, on the athletic fields and courts, and in the community. You have studied abroad, pursued research, participated in service trips and internships, and created community service programs to meet the needs you saw in the community. You were inducted into honor societies, held offices in student government, produced works of art, theater, dance, and spoken word, scored goals, runs and baskets, sank putts, and crossed finish lines. Some of our graduates returned to school after time off, bringing with them professional and life experiences that enriched class discussions and that underscored the importance of lifelong learning. Graduates who have fulfilled the requirements of a master's degree in education or a certificate of advanced graduate study have devoted themselves to changing the lives of students through the power of education. MBA graduates have balanced work while attending class on weekends and online to become better leaders and managers in business fields. Many of you worked full-time or multiple part-time jobs while you pursued your degree. Some of you are parents, step-parents, and foster parents raising families or caring for parents and grandparents, and you completed your education while balancing a plethora of responsibilities. You have set an example for all of us and have made your families and all of us at MCLA proud. Today we celebrate all of you, and we are grateful for the time we have had with you. Graduates, we are also here on this very special day because of the work of many, many members of the MCLA community who have put great energy and care into making this a wonderful day for you. Today's exercises are made possible with the energy and enthusiasm of our staff in facilities, media services, IT, student affairs, residential program services, academic affairs, the registrar's office, Aramark Dining Service, public safety, institutional advancement, the Commencement Committee, and countless volunteers. Let's thank this group with a round of applause. At a small college like ours, we have the good fortune to get to know our students and they to know us. There are many people who have contributed in special ways to the accomplishments of our graduates, especially the faculty and staff at MCLA. They care deeply about their work and take a personal interest in the educational experiences and the well-being of our students. My colleagues and I are called to our work at MCLA by one common purpose. We want to contribute to the education of the next generation of leaders. Because of that purpose, faculty give of their time and expertise generously and without hesitation as we continue to build and shape the future of MCLA and public higher education. Our dedicated staff and administrators work in partnership with the faculty. No matter their role or assignment, our staff members go above and beyond to make MCLA a place where students can achieve powerful results. They serve the college with distinction, and their commitment to our students, our community, and to one another is inspiring. Speaking for the faculty and staff of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, it is our sincere hope that we have done well by you and that your education has prepared you for a lifetime of possibilities. It is our hope that as you leave here, you do so with a greater understanding of yourself and of the world. I invite the faculty, administrators, and staff who are here to please stand so that graduates and their families and friends can recognize and thank you. I would also like to recognize faculty and staff who have or will retire at the end of this academic year. Ellen Barber from Education, Joe Ebaware from English Communications, Frances Jones Sneed from History, Political Science, and Public Policy, Diane Balduzzi and Sumi Colligan from Sociology, Anthropology, and Social Work, and Linda Kaufman from the Friel Library. These 6 faculty members leave MCLA having educated and supported our students for 165 years collectively. Also this year, we bid farewell to retirees Laura Brown, Ronald Dupre, Andrew Hoare, Jeff Hooper, Maureen Horak, Rita Carnahan, Carol Cordana, Bruce LaPearl, Mark Mancini, Sandra Morante, James Seamus Morrison, Charles Oakes, and Denise Ricciardello. Together, these 13 MCLA employees have given 308 years of service to this institution. Thanks to their efforts, we are a better, stronger institution, and you deserve our thanks. At MCLA, we are fortunate to be served by 3 volunteer boards: our Alumni Board, the MCLA Foundation Board, and the MCLA Board of Trustees. Appointed by the Governor, our trustees represent the Commonwealth and MCLA with distinction and passion. Our trustees bring an array of professional, civic, and academic expertise. They are generous with their time and their resources so that we can remain a strong and vibrant public liberal arts institution. They are true champions of MCLA. Thank you, trustees, and thank you to the representatives from the MCLA alumni and foundation boards. I ask that you all please stand and be recognized for your many contributions to MCLA. Our students and our communities are well served by public staff and officials who believe in the work that we do at MCLA and who represent us with great passion and advocacy. Now, more than ever, we need inspired, courageous, and committed leaders who serve the public good and advocate for our public colleges and universities. We are fortunate to have with us today some of the people who provide that leadership and commitment. Clantha McCurdy, Senior Deputy Commissioner of Access and Student Financial Aid with the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education, is here with us. Adam Hines, Massachusetts State Senator. John Barrett, Massachusetts State Representative. Tricia Farley-Bouvier, Massachusetts State Representative. Paul Mark, Massachusetts State Representative. And Tom Bernard, the Mayor of the City of North Adams. I ask that our distinguished guests please stand to be recognized. I would like to take a moment to recognize some special friends and alums of the college. Alma Benedetti from the class of 1937, Angela Crowley from the class of 1942, and Helen Sinderman from the class of 1944, whom we lost this year. Each of this alumni made provisions for MCLA in their estates that have already benefited our students and the college, and we are grateful for their commitment to their alma mater. These expressions of support for their alma mater are examples of how alumni can support following generations of students. I am grateful to their families for these thoughtful and meaningful contributions. Today, we also welcome some very special alumni guests, our Golden Grads, who mark the anniversary of their commencements 50 or more years ago. Along with members of the class of 1968 who are celebrating their 50th reunion, we also have graduates from the classes of 1952, 1953, 1957, 1961, 1963, 1964, 1965, 1966, and 1967. I'd also like to note that one of our Golden graduates with us today, Mark Matthews from the class of 1964, was principal of Taconic High School when Stephanie Wilson, today's commencement speaker, was a student there. Would our Golden graduates please stand and be recognized? It is now my pleasure to introduce Shannon Esposito, President of the Class of 2018. Shannon is from Cortland Manor, New York, and has been very involved on campus since her freshman year. She is graduating today with a major in English communications with a concentration in public relations and minors in business administration, leadership, and marketing. Shannon has served as president and traditions chair of the Student Activities Council and executive vice president and senator of the Student Government Association. She was an orientation leader for 2 summers, an admissions ambassador for 2 years, and this year served as senior admissions ambassador. She was the class of 2018 secretary for 2 years and president for 2. Shannon has also served on the curriculum committee, the food committee, all college committee, and academic affairs committee. Following graduation, Shannon will return to New York and start her job as assistant marketing director of Royal Green NYC. Please join me in welcoming Shannon Esposito.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, President Burge, for the warm welcome. It is one of the greatest honors of my life thus far to be standing before you today to give a charge to the class of 2018. Right? Over my 4 years here, I've had the opportunity to witness the magnitude of this class. You are all a force to be reckoned with. You took on leadership positions, challenged professors' ways of thinking, rallied for change, formed your own clubs, and most importantly, you never backed down on what you believed was right. You are the individuals that knew to stand in the face of fire, even if it meant getting burned. Countless days and nights have gone into fighting to make MCLA more accepting, more diverse, more the place we all want to attend at the end of the day. While working for admissions, I got the question all the time, what is a liberal arts education? A liberal arts education is a hands-on education. Not once in our career did we ever just mindlessly listen to what we were being taught. We went out, put our new knowledge to use, whether that was internships, research, or simply acting out team-building activities on the Murdoch lawn. We never accepted just a textbook education. 1 week before I left for my freshman year of college, my father and I were sitting on the couch talking about his favorite mob movies. Over the last 4 years, we've watched quite a few, but the one that struck me the most was A Bronx Tale. One of the lines in A Bronx Tale is, "The saddest thing in life is wasted talent." Everyone graduating in this room today has a talent to offer. You've crafted it at MCLA, and now will bring it with you wherever the next step may lead. Do not waste that talent. Do not settle for anything less than what your talent deserves. Use your talent to make some noise. Be a force to be reckoned with. There may have been a time at MCLA where your talent wasn't prominent. My talents have always been public speaking and communication. It's what I enjoy and what I am comfortable doing. However, when taking Writing Women my junior year, my talent was put on the back burner. This class took everything I believed in and rocked me to the core. Many of us have been lucky enough to have a class like this, the ones where we would stare at the textbook, assignments, or even the professors in shock, realizing that what we had just learned changed the way we viewed the world. During Writing Women, I was scared to speak in this class of well-spoken, well-read English students. I kept quiet and learned a new talent, one of listening. I wanted to absorb everything. However, as Audre Lorde, my favorite writer we studied, says, when we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard or welcomed. But when we are silent, we are still afraid. So it is better to speak. Here is my charge for you, the class of 2018. Be the force I know you all are. Learn to speak up for what you believe and learn when to listen. Finally, I would like to extend thanks to a few people. To the class of 2018's family and friends for giving us the greatest gifts of all, knowledge and support. To everyone's roommates, housemates, and friends, thank you for the moments that became some of our best college memories. To the academic advisors here today for pushing us to never stop learning. To all the other faculty and staff that are watching and supporting today, thank you for being our family when we needed it most. Class of 2018, congratulations. It has been a privilege and an honor to be your class president. Go out there and continue to be a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you, Shannon, and congratulations. I am confident that you and your fellow graduates will be forces to reckon with as you begin this next chapter of your life. I am pleased now to introduce John Gable, a Master of Business Administration candidate. John is a long-term employee at Berkshire Medical Center. He has worked since 1986 in the radiology department in various roles, including lead technologist and operations manager. I have known John for many years. Our paths crossed as young men, and I have always known him to be kind, curious, and thoughtful. His presence as a student at MCLA has benefited his peers and the college. I am proud of John, proud that he earned his bachelor's degree from MCLA in 2015, and proud that he earns his MBA today. Please join me in welcoming John.
Thank you, Dr. Burge. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, trustee, members of the MCLA community, and graduates of the class of 2018. Years ago, I was asked to get chickens and bees, and my response was, I do not want chickens or bees. I was asked to compromise, so we did get chickens and bees. It's not that I'm a poor negotiator, nor do I simply acquiesce to every request. It was the fact that I had an epiphany. I realized that I should go outside my comfort zone and challenge myself. Stop asking why and start asking why not. It's always good to try something new. This is the foundation for my journey back into academics. I had recently started a new job, and I was surrounded by very talented people showing me how to do things. However, I wanted to take it a step further. I needed to get a proper education so that I could fully understand all aspects of my new position. So I went onto the MCLA website and then made a call and started the process. I was going outside my comfort zone again. It was then I connected with 4 people that would end up having a profound effect on my life: Dr. Ovitsky, Dr. Mendel, Dr. Foss, and Barbara Manuel. They are committed to their craft and took the time to chart the most efficient way for me to get a meaningful education. My former path was not the traditional one taken. I attended community college in North Adams Regional Hospital School of Radiologic Technology, graduating in 1986. When I was working with my advisors, they had the challenge of taking all my past education and life experience into account, and then developing a plan for first my bachelor's and then my MBA. Without their guidance, I would not be here today. I cannot thank them enough. I also had many wonderful professors that consistently challenged us in class and made us better students because of it. One such professor is Ben Kahn. Professor Kahn's passion for education is palpable. There is no question of his commitment to his students and MCLA. In addition to his love for academics, he reflected on the importance of being grateful for those in our life. Never let a day go by without telling someone how important they are to you is something that he has said on a number of occasions. So I wanted to say thank you to Berkshire Health Systems, in particular Dave Phelps, Betty Kirby, and Lynn Del Negro for their support and guidance. I am forever grateful. I am also grateful for all of my professors and to my mom and dad and all of my friends and family. I am also grateful for all of my classmates, in particular Peter, Carrie, and Janice, whose passion for academics and teamwork, along with living a full and wonderful life, has proven to be infectious. You are all amazing. I truly appreciate all of you, and I am grateful to have you in my life. I could have not accomplished this without all of these people. I am sure all of us graduating today have people in our lives who supported us in many ways. So I'd like to say a collective thank you to all of those people. So as we move on to our next chapter in life, I challenge you to find your chickens and bees. Go outside your comfort zone. Break through your fears. Challenge yourself and take risks and experience new adventures. Most of all, live life to its fullest. There's a saying, you can never teach an old dog new tricks. And as an old dog, my response is, you're never too old to learn. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I offer my congratulations to you and all of our graduate candidates today. Today, we are privileged to recognize three very special individuals who have made significant contributions of service and leadership to Berkshire County, the Commonwealth, their respective communities, the nation, and the world. This year's honorary degree recipients are an accomplished and distinguished group. Their achievements in the areas of public service and the humanities are noteworthy and unique. Would trustees Susan Gold and J.D. Chesloff please join me at the podium as we recognize our honorary degree recipients. Would State Representative John Barrett III please join us at the podium to accept this degree on behalf of the late State Representative Gale Ann Caridi. A tireless advocate for others and the Berkshires she loved, Gale Ann Caridi had a strong desire to serve others. Warm and gracious, she was a great example of one who devotes her life to public service, as she worked tirelessly on behalf of her community. The Caridi family developed deep roots in the city of North Adams from the time Gale's grandparents arrived from Italy. She developed her strong work ethic from her father and learned the importance of being involved in politics from her mother, in whose footsteps she followed with her longtime membership in the North Adams Democratic City Committee. Gale attended local schools and graduated from Drury High School before going on to earn a degree in business management from Bentley University. Previous to her election to public office, Gale was the financial manager of her family's business, Caridi Sales Company, for more than 30 years. A champion for small business, she combined her enthusiasm, keen insight, and good judgment to help improve the local economy. For more than 2 decades, Gale served North Adams as a city councilor, including several terms as its president. With her first election to the Massachusetts House of Representatives for the 1st Berkshire District in 2010, she became only the second woman from Berkshire County to hold a seat in the state legislature. As the local state representative, Gale was the vice chair of the Joint Committee on Municipalities and Regional Government and a member of the Joint Committee on Transportation. She also served on the Joint Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Agriculture, of which she was named chair during her 4th and final term in office. Always willing to seek compromise, she had the ability to gather diverse people to seats at the same table, even though their views often conflicted, and typically succeeded in resolving difficult issues. Also an extremely strong and early advocate for those who struggle with mental illness, Gale shined a light on and brought greater awareness to those issues. In 2016, Gale hosted a Northern Berkshire Economic Development Conference here at MCLA. Gale served as the convener and gathered key local and statewide leaders to participate in conversations relative to economic development in the region. Gale's invitation to participate in this important work yielded participation from many elected officials and business leaders, with Secretary Jay Ash, Executive Office of Housing and Economic Development, serving as a key presenter. Prior to this conference, Gale also collaborated with the college to host a conference for Berkshire County women leaders. During the early days of what eventually became the Asheville-Wiltocook Rail Trail, Gale spent hours walking along its course each week as she helped map out its route. A member of the Berkshire Bike Path Council for many years, she was instrumental in the realization of this trail. A keen environmentalist with concerns for sustainability, her goals with this project, as they were with many others, was to bring people together. In the community, she served on the North Adams Public Library Building Committee and also played a key role in securing the $25 million grant for the expansion of Building 6 at Mcla. Gale also was a frequent participant in local volunteer efforts, such as MCLA's yearly Community Service Day and Martin Luther King Day of Service. Gale was instrumental in the formation of Northern Berkshire Community Television, where she regularly featured local news of interest on her shows, including her most recent program, Something You Should Know. Through it all, Gale never sought the limelight. Instead, she was always willing to quietly accomplish the important tasks that others were unwilling to tackle. Quiet, yet extremely effective, she established herself as an influential force as she worked the halls of the State House on behalf of those she served. In recognition of her dedication to the community and her advocacy on behalf of others and for the betterment of the Berkshires, the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts is proud to confer posthumously upon Gail Ann M. Caridi the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa. Before you get too comfortable, you should both come back up. Would Denise Ricciardello, class of 1977, and MED class of 1981, please join us at the podium? Denise Ricciardello, you have dedicated yourself to making a difference to your college, to your community, and to the lives of others throughout Massachusetts and beyond. From encouraging students of all ages to pursue higher education, to guiding many of our graduates to distinguished careers, you have had a positive impact upon many throughout your career. More than 40 years ago, you walked across the commencement stage and into your life's work at the former North Adams State College, now MCLA. Your role as an admissions counselor placed you in front of many audiences as you represented the college. As a member of the college's leadership team, you have provided expertise in the areas of enrollment management, marketing, communications, external relations, human resources, and strategic planning, along with the oversight of many President's Office initiatives. From the early years to your most recent position as Executive Vice President, you have used your team-building skills, thoughtful insight, keen instincts, operational prowess, acute attention to detail, and vast institutional knowledge as you played a major role in making the college what it is today. A consummate mentor and proud alumna, you took great pride in building a team of exemplary colleagues, inspiring confidence to challenge themselves with contributing to their success. Your encouragement led to great careers as our graduates followed your example to help improve the lives of others through education. Your leadership on campus includes MCLA's recruitment efforts that raised both undergraduate and graduate student enrollment, guidance in promoting MCLA to a myriad of constituents, and oversight of various institutional projects and programs that make MCLA a better place for our students. In addition to lending your time, energy, and talents to many of the initiatives that have become part of the fabric and culture at MCLA, you have been the face of the college. You provided key representation as you served on many boards across the county and the Commonwealth, which ensured that this institution had a place at multiple tables. This service includes your work with the Berkshire Regional Employment Board and the One Berkshire Board, where you forged connections with MCLA in support of a workforce development with area businesses. Your valued expertise in the field of admissions and enrollment brought you to be tapped to represent all the state colleges as their representative on the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education's Admissions Advisory Committee, as well as serving on the Commonwealth Commitment Advisory Board. There, you represented all of the institutions within the state university system. Throughout your time here, you worked with 6 full-time college presidents in numerous roles. As MCLA searched for its next president, you kept a keen eye on operations as you provided consistency and stability during times of transition. A founding member of the Berkshire Compact for Education, you coordinated MCLA's leadership in the college's countywide efforts to raise aspirations of residents to attend higher education. You worked hand in hand with K-12 educators, area business and community leaders, major donors and funders, senior staff and board members, as well as members of our local and state legislature. As a graduate of Drury High School, you are the perfect role model and example that local children may look up to as they aim for their own success through higher education. Last year, you received the Esther Quinn Award from One Berkshire organization in recognition of your volunteerism and community service. Denise Ricciardello, in recognition of your professional achievements, your infinite dedication to MCLA, and your far-reaching service to others, the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa. Would State Representative William Smitty Pignatelli please join us at the podium? William Smitty Pignatelli, you are in your 41st year of public service and your 31st year as an elected public servant. Throughout those years, your commitment, your dedication, and your perseverance to be of assistance wherever you have been needed have benefited the people of Berkshire County, the Commonwealth, and beyond as you have worked tirelessly to better the lives of others. Your passion for public service began in your youth as you observed your father's example and the joy he received from helping others. You began your life of service when you were elected to the planning board for your hometown of Lenox, Massachusetts. In that position, through your careful consideration, you made certain that the proposals set forth by developers were in harmony with the character and charm of that community, as you helped to shape the town into what it is today. You and your father became the first father and son in the history of Massachusetts to serve on the same board at the same time when you were elected to Lenox's Board of Selectmen, a position you held for 11 years. You next were elected as County Commissioner, a position you held for 4 years, 2 of which you served as chairman of the board. Now in your 16th year as a member of Massachusetts House of Representatives for the 4th Berkshire District, you are Dean of the Berkshire Delegation and a true statesman. You were on the front lines of creating change that evolved to shape this country as you joined your colleagues in creating and passing landmark, generation-defining legislation such as universal health care, which later became Obamacare. When you and your delegation voted to legalize same-sex marriage, Massachusetts again became a model for this nation. You continued to take great pride in those accomplishments as you persist to build on those successes with new goals and projects to benefit the lives of many. You come from a family of educators, which includes numerous school teachers and principals, and your service as a state representative has included 13 years on the Joint Committee on Higher Education. Keeping educational affordable and accessible for all is particularly important to you. As one of the original sponsors of the Berkshire Compact, you put a stake in the ground and challenged us all to recognize vocational education and training as one of the key tenets of this work. In your current role as House Chair of the Joint Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Agriculture to protect Massachusetts' finite natural resources, look after our local farms, and implement policies to support responsible environmental stewardship for future generations. Over the years, you have been a true friend to MCLA. As part of the Berkshire delegation, you played a pivotal role in seeing that our Feigenbaum Center for Science and Innovation became a reality. Despite your many public triumphs, you have been most proud of the service you quietly provided to your constituents. You consider the times that you have helped those less fortunate than yourself, whom often had no one else to turn to, among your greatest successes. It is those behind-the-scenes efforts with which you find the most satisfaction, and as such, have made it your life's mission to try to help someone each and every day. We have a unique situation here today, as we have not just one, but 2 astronauts receiving honorary degrees. In your youth, you were the young model for Norman Rockwell as he painted "When I Am an Astronaut." As you recall, Mr. Rockwell repeatedly, yet gently reminded you to keep your head up. So in just a moment, we will present you with your honorary degree, and when we do, remember to keep your head up. William Smitty Pignatelli, in recognition of your dedication to your community, this college, the Commonwealth, and the country, the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa. Would Stephanie D. Wilson please join us at the podium? Stephanie Wilson, you are an aerospace engineer and a NASA astronaut. As a graduate of Taconic High School in Pittsfield, you are a shining example of what heights our Berkshire County youth might reach through hard work, education, and a determination to achieve their goals. In your youth, you embarked on an intentional journey toward your dreams, which led you to your ultimate objective of becoming an astronaut and your voyages into space. You attribute your achievements to patience, perseverance, your parents' support, and help from others. Today, you advise those who look up to you to find good mentors, to hold fast to their ambitions, and to never give up. Like our graduates here today at MCLA, you have enjoyed a liberal arts education. After high school, you earned your Bachelor of Science degree in Engineering Science from Harvard University. Later, you earned your Master of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering from the University of Texas at Austin, where your research, sponsored by a NASA Graduate Student Research Fellowship, focused on the control and modeling of large, flexible space structures. Just 4 years later, NASA selected you as an astronaut, and you now are a veteran of 3 Space Transportation System flights, during which you have logged more than 42 days in space aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery. With your first Space Shuttle mission, you became the second African-American woman in history to venture into space. During this flight to the International Space Station, you served as the robotic arm operator for the vehicle inspection and the installation of the Leonardo Multipurpose Logistics Module, and were responsible for the transfer of more than 15,000 pounds of supplies and equipment. For your second flight, you returned to the space station to help deliver the Node 2 Harmony module as the flight engineer, and you were in the primary robotic arm operator for vehicle inspection and spacewalk support. On your third and most recent journey, you were part of a landmark team of 4 women sent to the International Space Station, which represented the highest number of women to serve simultaneously in space. Your work continues at the Johnson Space Center, home to NASA's Astronaut Corps, where, as the branch chief of the Mission Support Branch, you prepare yourself and others for flight to the International Space Station. You find this work to be most rewarding, as discovery and research conducted in space leads to contributions to medicine and technology. Indeed, part of what brings you the greatest satisfaction in this opportunity is this opportunity to contribute to society and to the world as a whole so that others might be better for it. With numerous awards that include 2 NASA Exceptional Service Medals, 3 Space Flight Medals, the Johnson Space Center Innovation Group Achievement Award, and the Johnson Space Center Director Commendation Award, you are a member of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronauts, the Association of Space Explorers, and the Society of Women Engineers. Stephanie Wilson, in recognition of your achievements as a scientist, an aerospace engineer, and an astronaut with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and for the inspirational example you provide, which encourages the young people from this region and beyond to reach for the stars, the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. It is now my great honor and privilege to present to you our commencement speaker, Stephanie Wilson.
Oh my goodness, it is such an honor to be here today, and I am so honored to be recognized by MCLA to receive an honorary degree. President Burge and the Board of Trustees, thank you so much for the invitation to speak here today. And in addition to the Board of Trustees, I would like to recognize the state representatives and senators that are here, the mayor, my fellow honorands, alumni, faculty, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2018. Along with your family and your friends and special guests. It is indeed an honor to be here to share with you on such a special occasion and one of the most significant events in your life. I'm excited to spend a brief moment with you as you close this chapter and begin to open another. Years that end in 8 hold a very special place in my heart, for this year is my 30th reunion year from Harvard, and it's also the 60th anniversary this fall for NASA. And so we're planning a very extraordinary celebration. And when I received my acceptance letter into Harvard over 30 years ago, I remember what a community event that was. My mother, Barbara, who is here with us today, and many members of my family and my friends, some of which are also here, and my teachers, especially my principal, who is here, Mark Matthews from Taconic High School, all of the community were all excited for the journey that I was about to begin. And yes, it certainly is a community affair. I think we should take a moment to recognize all of the graduates, your family and your friends and your teachers that have really worked hard to get you to where you are today. It really is a community affair, so let's thank them. We are all proud and celebrate with you today, where we know that you have worked hard and sacrificed countless hours to achieve this special commodity, your degree. Your degree will always be an important symbol representing the amazing growth and learning experiences that you have had here at MCLA. You have learned about investigating career fields and deciding what course of study you would like to pursue. This is one of the most important decisions that you will make in life, and in some cases, it is the hardest part of the journey. It can be difficult to gather the data to make the right decision, and I was fortunate that a resource located right here in our community, very close to MCLA, helped to steer me in that direction. While I was attending Crosby Junior High School, in 8th grade, I was given an assignment to interview someone who worked in an interesting career field. And at the time, I was interested in astronomy. I was captivated by observing the night sky. So I took a trip with my mother to interview Dr. Jay Pasikoff at Williams College. And I was fascinated by his work, the research that he had an opportunity to do, the outreach that he was able to do with students, and thought that astronomy would be my future. I also had a strong interest in engineering, and so while at Taconic High School, taking some of the courses there, some of the shop courses, became very interested in design and working with my hands and understanding how devices work. So I decided that I would study engineering in college. And from your experiences here at MCLA, your chosen field of study, whether it be athletic training, chemistry, English, performing arts, philosophy, or physics related, you have found something that fascinates you. Congratulations, for you have successfully navigated the first step in choosing your career, to choose something that captures your heart as well as your mind. For both your heart and your mind must be challenged and engaged. The next step might be to choose your first major job, or to choose a university with a graduate program, or to obtain a certification training. Some of you have had opportunities to participate in internships or summer jobs or working in your fields. After completing my undergraduate study at Harvard, I decided that I wanted to attend graduate school, but I wanted to take a break and obtain some real-world experience. So I took a job at the Martin Marietta Company, working on the Titan IV launch vehicle that's been long since retired. But that was wonderful engineering work. And then I entered 2 years of graduate study at the University of Texas, and this resulted in experience and research opportunities, which led to a NASA fellowship and led to working at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And there you've probably seen on TV, they do wonderful work sending rovers to Mars. At the time, I was working on a spacecraft, Galileo, that visited Jupiter. But that was also a wonderful experience and led to an excellent opportunity for me, that is, namely to become an astronaut. It was from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory that I applied into the program. But as you ponder options, look for opportunities that are career broadening. As an example, I chose opportunities that would result in engineering, analysis, testing, design, and management. My approach was not to narrow my options too early, but to focus on the broader path and gain general skills in engineering. And so I have to say that when I applied to the astronaut program, after my first application, I received a very skinny letter which said, "Thank you. We have received many qualified applicants for this application cycle. Please submit your application for a future application cycle." And I said, "Perhaps I will." So not to be deterred from this skinny, automatically reproduced reply, I resubmitted my application for a future cycle, highlighting new accomplishments, tasks, and skills gained during that respite. After my second application, I received a letter to interview at the Johnson Space Center with 120 other qualified candidates. This was a one-week interview comprised mostly of medical tests and psychological testing, and a one-hour interview with the selection board. After that interview, this time I received a phone call asking if I wanted to join the NASA Corps in Houston, and I received a very thick package with much information of benefits in working at NASA. So I was very excited that when I joined the class, the astronaut class of 1996, was an exciting time. The shuttle program was in its prime. We were repairing the Hubble Space Telescope. We were beginning plans to assemble the International Space Station and conceptualizing missions for the Moon and Mars. It's also an exciting time now at NASA. We're preparing the James Webb Telescope for flight in 2020. For human spaceflight, we continue work aboard the International Space Station, conducting research in biology and biotechnology, human physiology, physical science, Earth and space science, and technology demonstrations for Mars. It's amazing to me that for anyone who is older than 17 years, that individual's entire existence has occurred with a continuous human presence in space. I believe that this would apply to most of the graduates here today. Since 2000, we have initially had crews of 3 and now crews of 7 living aboard the International Space Station for 6 months at a time. That is the age to which you are working and to which you join as working members of society. It is an international period, as the Space Station Partnership is represented by the countries of Canada, Japan, Europe, and Russia, and graduates in STEM fields for scientific research and vehicle design, as well as graduates in English, communications, and history, are needed as we forge new contracts and agreements to advance this global space exploration. With the retirement of the shuttle in 2020, we currently launch our astronauts aboard a Russian Soyuz spacecraft and launch vehicle. NASA and the US government are embarking upon a new commercial phase where the companies of Boeing and SpaceX will deliver new US vehicles to launch our crews. We're targeting to have test flights at the end of this year. And also Lockheed Martin is building the Orion spacecraft to launch aboard the Space Launch System in 2023. To staff these NASA missions, we've hired 12 new astronaut candidates in 2017, selected from 18,354 US applications. And I must tell you that it took a long time to review all of those applications. But that class joins a class of 2 Canadian astronauts for training at the Johnson Space Center. And it is this next generation of which you are a part that will solve the problems and chart a path to a future. Once you have chosen your course of action after completing this milestone today and decided upon the next step, there is cause for celebration and reflection. The opportunity to contribute and to use your skills to help others is a tremendous gift. Remember that public service, whether formalized in official political work, as in my fellow honorary degree recipients, or less formal, such as work with community service organizations and alumni organizations, is important and is a responsibility that we all bear. Each of you has been blessed with an enormous opportunity to attend MCLA. You have a chance to better your lives, the lives of your neighbors in Berkshire County, the life of this country, and the life of the world. Live each day proudly and responsibly, and without regret being kind to others wherever you can. Above all, use your talents to help. Use the expertise of your fields in health science and education, in business administration, in computer science, or in environmental studies to inspire peaceful nations to work together for a common good. It would be wonderful if you used your MCLA degree, or as a result of your MCLA degree combined with your follow-on degree or certification, that you became a member of a team that designs safer systems or improves the healthcare system. Decide today that as members of the class of 2018, to what end you will use your degree, and that you will not settle for the status quo, but you will give your very best that you can and make a difference wherever you can, and solve problems to the best of your ability. Your generation will be equipped with more tools for influence and problem solving than any other generation. And as an example of problem solving, during my second flight, the STS-120 mission aboard Discovery, we were delivering the Node 2 Harmony module. It's a connecting module that allows the European and Japanese laboratory modules to have a connection place on the International Space Station. Another objective was to relocate a solar array from the middle part of the space station to the port side. And while doing that relocation and extending the array, a guide wire tore. And that was an Apollo 13-like moment, for without having that electrical power to feed to those partner laboratories, they would not be able to do the research aboard the space station. So we worked together with our team in mission control, with the crew, and with our robotic and spacewalking specialists to come up with a repair using solely the items that we had on the space station. We fabricated so-called cufflinks that we use to drape across the array so that we can continue the unfolding. And to this day, it produces enough electrical power to feed the sources of the payloads and the science experiments in those laboratory modules. But this is an exhibition of teamwork and out-of-the-box thinking done by my generation, which will and should be ultimately surpassed by your generation. For if my generation has done its job correctly, we have served as mentors to your generation. We have equipped you not only with the thought processes for out-of-the-box thinking, but out-of-the-world thinking. Hopefully, as mentors, we have taught you, as we have learned, how to establish a support network, which advice to heed and which advice to discard. Hopefully, we have taught you to be steadfast and unmovable in your hopes and your dreams. And hopefully, we have taught you that mentoring is instrumental in obtaining career success. We have all had mentors to navigate our career choices and to serve as sounding boards. I imagine that many noteworthy people from Berkshire County have had mentors. The Arnold brothers, who formed the Arnold Print Works company that built the complex that now houses Mcla, the Museum of Contemporary Art, they likely had mentors. I imagine that Gordon McKay, a shoe manufacturer who developed state-of-the-art techniques, after whom the street that parallels North Street in Pittsfield is named, had mentors. I also imagine that Herman Melville, who wrote Moby Dick while living at Arrowhead in Pittsfield, and his friend and colleague Nathaniel Hawthorne, who wrote The House of Some Gables while living in Lenox, had mentors, and perhaps were peer mentors. Tanglewood, the summer home of the Boston Symphony, whose stage is graced by many talented performing artists, all who likely had mentors. As you seek mentors in life, remember also to serve as a mentor. Remember to find a mentee. While you forge a path to your destiny, remember to take the time to reach back and bring someone along with you. Check that the path that you have forged remains worn and detectable by others, so that the next generation may follow you. Recognize, leverage, and share your resources. You have experienced a full history in Berkshire County. Much was envisioned for you, and much remains to be accomplished by you. I've been very fortunate to have traveled to and over many places in the world. And I must tell you that the view of Earth from space is spectacular. I could discern the topography, and the colors on Earth are very vivid. The deserts are a deep red and the oceans are a deep blue-green. My crewmates and I also saw auroras during the night passes. We flew across beautiful places in the world, including the Nile, the Sahara Desert, the Himalayas, and the Grand Canyon. And one of my favorites was flying over Cape Cod. What a beautiful sight it was to behold our wonderful state of Massachusetts from 200 miles above. Seeing our state was both beautiful and thought-provoking. The transitions from day to night are fabulous. The sun rises over Earth and gradually lights the space station from a pale yellow to gold to a bright white. Each sunset brilliantly displays the colors of the rainbow, from crimson to burnt orange to white to blue. The atmosphere that surrounds Earth is thin, which shows us that our Earth is very fragile, and we must all do our part to preserve it for future generations. From that vantage point, Earth is very serene and peaceful, unified and harmonious. It appears without complication or division. As members of the class of 2018, you are well equipped to pursue careers in your chosen field. You have found something that captures your heart. Remember to draw on the strengths of your foundation and the resources of your beginnings to help define your future path. Cling strongly to your ambitions. Never let go. Even though I must contend that my generation has left for your generation some immense problems to solve, we know that you are up to the challenge. Find good mentors, especially those who have accomplished what you wish to accomplish. Persevere to the very end. Life and career goals are a marathon, not a sprint. Continually learn and try to be steadfast in your craft, and be steadfast and unmovable in your dreams. I wish for each of you to find a purpose that is true to you and your families. And I wish that you are able to pursue it to the best of your ability. Congratulations to the class of 2018. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds for you. May you follow your dreams and soar to new heights. May you achieve the impossible, and may you always be proud to have spent these influential and instrumental years in the Berkshires, where you have found something that captures your heart, where you have learned that as you forged your path, seek mentors, and ensure that the path is visible to others. By doing so, you will make the world a better place for the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie, and congratulations to all of our honorary degree recipients. As we begin to announce this year's degree candidates, I would like to acknowledge Modern Languages Professor Graziana Ramsden and Vice President of Academic Affairs Cynthia Brown, who will help us through this important part of the program. Thank you, Drs. Ramsden and Brown.
Will the candidates for the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies and Masters of Education please rise? President Burge, I have the honor to present the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study and the degree Master of Education.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, through the Department of Higher Education and the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, I am pleased to confer upon these designated candidates who have completed all academic requirements and who have been approved by the graduate faculty their Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study and the degree of Master of Education with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I invite faculty who have served as graduate program advisors to assemble in the area adjacent to the ramp to my right to greet the candidates.
Will the candidates for the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies and Masters of Education please come forward? Bart Star Obel. Ashley Chase Barrett. Sharon Elizabeth Connors. Crystal Ann Zerno. Sonia Anna Mae Stewart. Cara O'Brien. Justin Lee Kiburdick. Matthew David Pegorari. Maura Lightsey Stone. Jennifer Faulkner. Rachel Ellen Bishop. Tommy Jean Eve. Mary Ellen Robleski. Amber Lynn Casala. R. Lawrence Stolvey.
Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration MBA degrees please rise? President Burge, I have the honor to present the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Master of Business Administration.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts through the Department of Higher Education and the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, I am pleased to confer upon these designated candidates who have completed all the academic requirements, who have been approved by the graduate faculty, the degree of Master of Business Administration with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I invite faculty who have served as graduate program advisors to assemble in the area adjacent to the ramp to my right to greet the candidates.
Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration MBA please come forward? Samantha B. Quinn. Caitlin E. Skalski. Lisa Hall Blackmer. Linda Jean Dole Lefebvre. Joshua Harris Minor. Elizabeth Ann Connor. Allison M. Gundler. Zachary A. Gundler. Whoops. Julia Baver. Samantha N. Richer. John Paul Quinto. Janice M. Byron Fouché. Carrie Burnett. Peter William Fox. John Anthony Gable.
Since its inception, many students have taken on the extra challenge to be part of our honors program. Today, we are pleased to celebrate the graduation of 6 students who have completed the requirements of the honors program and who are graduating with all college honors. Students who reach this mark of distinction must complete a series of intensive honors courses with a grade of B or better, and they must also achieve and maintain an overall grade point average of 3.4. This year's honors graduates are Nicole Hastry, Erica Barreto, Mary Kate Lynch, Elsa Rose Mastico, Alicia Scary, and Stephanie Scary. In addition to completing all the requirements for the college honors program, Jackie Ordway also completed the requirements for recognition as a Commonwealth Scholar, a statewide designation. Also, we would like to acknowledge our 2018 MCLA Scholar, Nicole Stearns. An MCLA Scholar is a student who has demonstrated significant achievement in independent scholarly work under the supervision of a faculty advisor, shown evidence of professional scholarship, and maintained a minimum GPA of 3.25. Would this year's honors program graduates and MCLA Scholar please stand and be recognized? Congratulations on this important achievement. In addition to earning their primary degree in an arts or science discipline, candidates who have been enrolled in the undergraduate education program at MCLA also have earned either a second degree in education or have completed the requirements to receive licensure in education. In both cases, the candidates have successfully completed a program designed to meet the requirements for state-approved initial licensure in early childhood, elementary, middle school, or secondary education. Will the undergraduate candidates for either a second degree in education or licensure in education please stand and be recognized?
A number of students receiving their baccalaureate degree today do so with distinction as the result of superior academic achievement. That is, they will graduate cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. These are notable honors, and the characteristics of each designation are defined in your commencement program. Professor Ramsden will note each student receiving one of these honors when the individual crosses the stage. And now, will all the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences of the class of 2018 please stand? President Burge, I have the honor to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Art and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts through the Department of Higher Education and the Board of Trustees of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, I am pleased to confer upon these designated candidates who have successfully completed all academic requirements and who have been approved by the faculty the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may be seated.
Please note that in some instances, we will be calling more than one department to come forward at the same time. Representatives from the respective departmental faculties are invited to greet their graduates in the area adjacent to the ramp to the left of the stage as you view it. Thank you. Please hold your applause until all candidates in each major have received their degrees. I try. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Performing Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Arts Management please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Art please rise? And will these three groups please come forward? Alexandra Sasso, magna cum laude. Julie Castagna, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Edie. Fallon Rose Elhard. Maxwell Scott Teplansky, magna cum laude. Ella Lafontant, summa cum laude. Marguerite Winslow, magna cum laude. Danielle Della Mater, cum laude. Anthony J. Brait, cum laude. Margaret Dobson, cum laude. Isaac Heltai, cum laude. Cassandra Delphine Laveau, magna cum laude. Taylor Doyle. Adeja Chantel Shepherd Edwards. Molly Emma Gerner, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Smith. Nicole Stearns, cum laude. Haley Mae Smith, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in History please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and Public Policy please rise? And will these two groups please come forward? Please come forward, it's okay. Kylie Morgan Fortier, cum laude. Emily Morris. Drew Michael Weiss, cum laude. Edward Van Cleek Burdick, cum laude. Caitlin Marceline Wright, magna cum laude. Lawan Allen. Michaela Nadine Parking. Charles J. Weisfeldner, magna cum laude. Michael J. McAndrew, magna cum laude. Samuel Rota Payne, cum laude. Samuel Warren Broderick. Tiana Rose Tumavikus Darling, summa cum laude. Amanda Stephanie Vernola, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Psychology please rise and come forward? Samantha Jean Giffen, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Elise Cutler. Rebecca Lynn Godbout. Sarah M. Kenny. Jaylin Matos. Kelsey Elizabeth Hassan. Jessica Sawicki, magna cum laude. Natalie M. Carpentier, magna cum laude. Sarah Hope Pudney. Edith Abigail Sherburne, magna cum laude. Elsa Rose Mastico, summa cum laude. Jackson Thomas O'Brien, cum laude. Celeste B. Gravel, magna cum laude. Casey L. Ailey, summa cum laude. Matthew B. Lee, cum laude. Stephanie Marie Nieves. Catherine Langlois. Courtney L. Gabras. Emily Held. Andrea Michelle Villars. Emily Catherine Moulton. Cynthia E. Cottrell. Alicia Lamouret. Faith Newell Loico. Rosy Gil Diaz. Emanuel Francisco Reyes Matías. Victoria Rodríguez. Brianna Marie Lamb, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Young. Simone Taylor Dalton. Hannah Blue Houston, magna cum laude. Lee Wing. Ashley Renee Joshkas, cum laude. Marisa Svakianaki. Maisha Adams McLean. Edna Rosa Pires. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Chemistry please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Physics please rise? And will all these groups come forward? Andre G. Beauregard, cum laude. Phoebe James. Andy Pelico Sarmiento. Aaron Chase Smith, magna cum laude. Austin Michael Thompson, summa cum laude. Tenzin Kunken, cum laude. Alexander Switzer, cum laude. Nathan Thomas Stewart, cum laude. Evan M. Murray. Joseph Lauren Berardis, cum laude. Dominic C. DeMeo. Torres Londoño, summa cum laude. Anya Pash, magna cum laude. Satchel Roland Lefebvre, summa cum laude. Bernadette Mary Deneen, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies please rise? And will these two groups please come forward? Jacob Allen Boylat, cum laude. Brad T. Havel, cum laude. Kendall Lee Archambault. Gillian Gale McRitchie, magna cum laude. James Francis Swinchowski, cum laude. Juan S. Garcia Perez, cum laude. Renee Hugh, summa cum laude. Nicole M. Vial, magna cum laude. Oops. Audrey Lee McMahon, magna cum laude. Cassie Santos China. Rose A. Borgnes, summa cum laude. Jennifer Bennett, summa cum laude. Shannon Rose Lennon, cum laude. William A. Toohey. Tammy S. Lavalli, summa cum laude. Peggy A. Chartrand. Sean Christopher Smith. Sarah E. Adijare, summa cum laude. Drew Francis Burdick. Christy Marlena Ross, magna cum laude. Tanya J. Donovan, summa cum laude. Mary Beth Peck, summa cum laude. Katie E. Kiernan, summa cum laude. Lindsay Jean Sayers, summa cum laude. Teva A. O'Rourke, summa cum laude. Rebecca Stinnard, summa cum laude. Bethany Bear, magna cum laude. Billy T. Miraglia. Jennifer Dams Zarnecki, cum laude. Michelle Ashley Lega. Brittany M. Whitford, cum laude. Cedar Farsong Robidoux. Crystal L. Townsend, summa cum laude. Liam Fitzgerald. Sasha Michaela Bain. Kirsi Scanella Santos. Abigail Hart. Marissa Nicole Sprague, cum laude. Shelby D. Gauthier, cum laude. Leland Harper. Edward Boteng. Nicole Victoria Hall, summa cum laude. Ren Ariel Williams, cum laude. Robin E. Thiel, cum laude. Gladys Garcia Rijos, magna cum laude. Sierra Catherine Holland. MCLA Sergeant Laura L. Lefebvre, summa cum laude. Eileen M. Zajac. Keelan Dremere Cross. Joseph Nathel Wiggins. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in English please rise and come forward? Shannon Nicole Esposito, cum laude. Mitchell Harry Chapman, magna cum laude. Nicole Klemchuk. Brody Torres, cum laude. Samantha E. Niskern, cum laude. Michaela Elise Brait. Casey S. Potts. Keegan Jeffrey O'Neill. Alexander W. Horton. Lindsay Megan Doucette, cum laude. Rachel Louise Ross. Mary Kathleen Lynch, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Capek. Shannon Lee Kale, magna cum laude. Emma Catherine Monahan, cum laude. Joseph Martin Carew, magna cum laude. Ashley Denise Anderson, cum laude. Jacqueline P. Ordway, summa cum laude. Kathleen Claire Harrison, magna cum laude. Alicia Scarry, magna cum laude. Stephanie Joy Scarry, magna cum laude. Ariel Marie Allen Brosnan, magna cum laude. Samantha Smith. Jennifer Suslow. Benjamin Graham May, magna cum laude. Matthew J. Mears, summa cum laude. Alexander J. Stewart. Molly Mott. Stephanie Louise Foote, magna cum laude. Amber Nicole Tiffany Harris, cum laude. Bridget L. Downey. Erika Chavez Barreto, magna cum laude. Rebecca Mendel. Sarah DeFusco, cum laude. Cameron Anderson. Rakan Seifa. Jennifer Morgan. Heather A. Ryan, cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Vincent, summa cum laude. Taylor Brooke Weiss. Margaret Ann Ellen. Gabrielle Brown. Catherine Duhame, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Biology please rise? And will these four groups please come forward? Ryan Perkins. Rachel A. Durgan. Amanda M. Doucette. Kristen Maybe, magna cum laude. Sarah May Guidetti, cum laude. Emily Renee Hardy. Adam S. Galambos, cum laude. Lynn M. Moorhead, summa cum laude. Kellyanne Gibson, magna cum laude. Sabrina Marie Superno Gilman, cum laude. Samuel Richard Winkley, summa cum laude. Emily T. Magleby, summa cum laude. Aaron Goldsmith. Jordan Elizabeth Vanuni. Alexis Rose Bedini. Heather Lynn Nilsson. Bridget Michelle Kuruka, summa cum laude, sorry. Kara Nicole Tomlin. Samantha Stedman. Cara Rossi, magna cum laude. Kevin Wallace, summa cum laude. Rachel Lynn Deschamps. Courtney Kadira Johnson. Benjamin S. Gabriel, cum laude. Stephanie Lynn Collins, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Sociology please rise and come forward? Ashley Marie Lowell, magna cum laude. Catherine L. Grill, cum laude. Henry Alden Ailes. Jared Michael Freeman. Francesca Rael Belli, cum laude. Destiny Ronye Sparks. Brittany Marlene Watson. Yamiles Altagracia Ureña. Hannah Collier. Alia M. San Giovanni. Zachary Ryder Neri, summa cum laude. Alexandra Ann Maroney, magna cum laude. Sorry, I'm all right. David Tebow, magna cum laude. Connor Sylvester. Emma Catherine Warren Boniver. Joseph Anthony Arabia, cum laude. Alison Francis Spivak, summa cum laude. Angela Valerie Hunt, cum laude. Kyle Ox. Sophie Abigail DeLise. Marie-Jacques Nerison, cum laude. Christine Silva Cardoso. Jennifer V. Wilson, cum laude. Lina Benantar. Sakaya Johnson, cum laude. Megan Lee Peters, magna cum laude. Cami Elizabeth Norcross. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please rise and come forward? Joseph Alexander Kozlowski. Jasmine Linda Lamoureux, cum laude. Tyler Jackson, summa cum laude. Michaela Ann Riddle. Stephen LaForest, summa cum laude. Walker Francis Phillips. U.T. Lee, summa cum laude. Karim Kirksey. Mariah Cavallaro. Andy Ben Cosme. Nilson Neto. Nolan Richard Burke. Dylan Jose Pereira. Tyler P. Callahan. Zachary T. Colson. Peter Van Geldern. Joseph Salvatore Tavella. Aaron Anthony Lopes. Oscar Castro, magna cum laude. Masood Keris, cum laude. Brandon Valdez. Christopher Stephen Robert Tetlow. Jared A. Grisey. Matthew Fitzpatrick Hogue. Nicholas Anthony Martin, magna cum laude. Aaron Wesley Wadsworth. Ashley Louise Mole, summa cum laude. Penelope Ann Chrisman, magna cum laude. Emily E. Busher, summa cum laude. Michelle Harzard Artioli, magna cum laude. Angela Roca Killaway, summa cum laude. Stephen Stengel. Michaela Serrano Moore. Kyle W. Mabry. Casey Martha Messina. Michelle Lynn Van Wormer, magna cum laude. Adam Trent Sams, magna cum laude. Nicole T. Hastry, summa cum laude. Nicole M. Mancivallano, cum laude. Tara Kelly Stuffelbeam. Brianne Murray O'Rourke, summa cum laude. Melissa Jane Hopkins. Suri Lena Durham. Columbia Margaret Cook, magna cum laude. Sarah Ellen Bloom. Joshua Francis Fordier. Frank L. Rickus. Nicholas Francis DeSanti, summa cum laude. William Michael Pulaski. Brett Thomas Labonte. Joseph Anthony Di Massimo III. Andrew William Castile, cum laude. Liam James Nolan, cum laude. Joseph Levanos. Nolan Douglas Bird. Shanielle NLW Enomoto. August Scheid. Augustine Daikiza.
The Greek philosopher Heraclitus suggests that the only permanence in life is change. If that thinking is true, you, the graduating class of 2018, are very different people today than when you arrived at MCLA. It is indeed the case that you now have a developing expertise in an academic discipline that you did not have 4 years ago. You have discovered the importance of others' way of thinking that have challenged and perhaps changed your own thought patterns. Some of you arrived as business majors and are leaving as artists, while others who dreamed of becoming a teacher discovered the complexities of our educational system and are ready and prepared to enhance its quality. Some of you discovered an inner leader that allowed you to become president of the Student Government Association or captain of your athletic team. All of you have changed in one way or another, which is exactly what a liberal arts education should accomplish. You are now ready to learn even more about yourselves, about your careers, and about the world. It is also the case that the world is a different place today than it was when you arrived here. There is a pressing need in the world today for thoughtful, intelligent, and creative people. The world and our communities are calling for more MCLA graduates to ameliorate the conditions that have become so oppressive and so dangerous for so many. Use your education, your knowledge, to create change while bringing more kindness into the world. As the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." Fortunate for the world, Fortunate for the world, you have been educated well by my colleagues at MCLA. You know how to identify and solve problems. You are skilled at working with groups of people to advance improvement. You are practiced in the art of knowing where to find beauty and how to help others find their own truth. As digital natives, you know how to apply technology to solve problems, and you understand the importance of serving one's community. Let me reinforce what I just said. We educate people to help advance society. We educate people to discover beauty and truth. We educate people to use technology. We educate people to be public servants. We educate students not just so that they have a better life, but so that we all have a better life. Could there be a more noble mission? This is our compact with society that makes higher education the most important social institution in our nation, and because of that, public higher education should be supported more fully. As graduates of MCLA, you are a promise we make to the world to honor the centuries-old purpose of American higher education, which is to respond to the needs and demands of society. You are the best hope and strategy we have to improve this broken world. And so this is my charge for you. The motto of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts is Lux esto vera. In light, there is truth. MCLA has lighted the lantern of truth in you. Use this light, this truth, to reveal what you can do to improve the world for all of us. To the members of the class of 2018, you are now graduates of Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. Please move your tassel on your mortarboard from right to left. Upon conclusion of these commencement exercises, if you are able, please stand until the platform party has exited and our graduates recess through the cordon of faculty and administrators that will form outside. Please extend today's celebration by joining us in the Venable Gym for light refreshments. And I offer a heartfelt good wishes for all the mothers in the audience to have a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. These 119th commencement exercises are now concluded. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2018.